Syracuse University Florence invites you to join us for the 33rd Annual Graduate Symposium in Italian Renaissance Art, an event that's free and open to the public and that will be held at our Florence campus on Thursday, December 5th, 2019, starting at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. At the symposium, our graduate students present the results of their year-long capstone research projects in individual 20-minute papers. This year's edition of the symposium will be live-streamed in its entirety. So if you're unable to attend in person, we hope that you will watch the live stream on our YouTube channel. Within YouTube, just search for Syracuse University Florence and tune in to the live stream video. Let's listen to the grads giving us a sneak preview of what they'll be talking about on December 5th.
At the turn of the 17th century, the Florentine artist Lodovico Cigoli executed a wax statuette of an anatomical figure, representing the male body as if it were flayed so as to reveal the myological structure, that is, the muscular system underneath the skin. One of Cigoli's early biographers referred to the statuette as La Bella Notomia, literally meaning the beautiful anatomy. Today, the notomia is located at the Bargello Museum in Florence, but its fascinating history is little known. My project attempts to trace the history of this object, first as it was used by artists at the Florentine Accademia del Disegno as a teaching tool in their drawing sessions, and later as it was reproduced in the medium of bronze during the 17th and early 18th centuries. My hope is to demonstrate that the didactic value of the notomia transcended the various mediums in which it was represented and reproduced. Indeed, artists and collectors alike valued the anatomical knowledge that the statuette reproduced.
My research focuses on a group of 3 paintings by the Ferrarese court artist Ercole de Roberti. Created in the early 1490s, these 3 small panel paintings depict exemplary women, Donne Illustri from Roman history, Lucretia, Portia, and the Carthaginian wife of Hasdrubal. In the panels, these historical heroines play a visibly active role in their fates, performing the actions which made them famous in front of cloth backdrops, which call to mind contemporary theatrical stagings, as well as foster an association between the virtue of these pagan women and that of the Virgin Mary, often depicted in front of a similar cloth of honor. Most likely created for Eleonora d'Aragona, the first Duchess of Ferrara, the 3 Donne Illustri panels are inextricably tied to the cultural interests of the late 15th century Ferrarese court. My aim is to contextualize these panels, both thematically and spatially. I explore sources for the subject matter, including the writings of St. Jerome and the popular literary genre of female exemplary biography, and propose placements for the panels within Eleonora's living quarters in the Castel Vecchio, considering the possibilities of a bedroom or one of the Duchess's 2 studioli.
My capstone explores the set of painted panels of St. Catherine of Siena's life by Giovanni di Paolo in the mid-15th century. Most scholars agree they were made soon after her canonization in 1461, and they are the first, most complete painted narrative of the saint's life known to us. Very little is known of these panels, but I seek to place them as a pivotal point in Catherine's visual hagiography. Earlier images of Catherine stressed her asceticism and penitential prayer practices. By studying these earlier images, as well as later images of Catherine in 15th and 16th century Siena, I consider Giovanni di Paolo's panels to be instrumental in establishing an iconographic codification for Catherine that emphasizes her mystical and visionary experiences.
In the first decades of the 17th century, Rome flourished as a scene for the proto-scientific community as well as for artists. In addition, Roman nobility, such as the Barberini family, sponsored both scientific and artistic endeavors and began to commission gardens to fill with the most rare and exotic plants. These ornamental gardens marked a new intersection of botanical studies and nobility's demand for visual delight. My research focuses on 3 case studies featuring the work of Anna Maria Vaiani, a female artist in the circle of the Barberini during the 1630s. Each work, an engraving, 2 still life paintings, and a non-extant painting, features the flowers or plants as their subjects. I suggest various functions of these flower pieces as means of instruction, display, and documentation. I also ask, how did these various depictions convey different considerations of the flower? Through analysis of a 1638 text by horticulturist Giovanni Battista Ferrari, it becomes apparent that these flowers were understood as condensed expressions of the garden and celebrated as the result of blurred boundaries between botany and art.